Hello, I am Hakeem, a student in Geology 205 with Dr. Hamad, and I am reporting live from Beirut, Lebanon, where they just started extracting petroleum oil from newly discovered fuel resources. Amidst this political tension and media propaganda due to the ongoing revolution against corruption, and as the government is trying to redeem itself, it is important to educate the population about fossil fuels to avoid the spreading of fake news by a corrupted government. In this video, I will be mostly focusing on the types of fuels, especially on coal and petroleum. Coal is a combustible sedimentary organic rock that is formed from the remains of plants. It takes millions of years to form. It appears as a chunk of midnight black rock that is harvested from the earth by workers in mining operations. Coal is composed of 5 different elements: carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and sulfur, with the distribution of those 5 elements varying depending on the piece of coal. To form coal, the following steps are followed. Step 1. Plant matter in mires and wetlands such as ferns, shrubs, vine, trees, and algae dies and accumulates on the surface. Initially, organic matter is decomposed by bacteria, yielding carbon dioxide and methane. Step 2. The plant matter becomes buried and are no longer exposed to air. Bacteria then starts to decompose the material. Burial and accumulation can occur for several thousands of years, producing several meters of partially decayed plant matter known as peat. Step 3. When this peat is deeply buried under thousands of feet of sediments, and once the temperature exceeds a certain limit, the bituminization process begins. Water and other compounds are squeezed out from the increasing pressure, and the lowest quality of coal, lignite, begins to form. Step 4. Under continued burial resulting in increasing pressure and temperature causes this low quality lignite coal to be transformed into higher quality black coals. First, lignite becomes sub-bituminous coal and then bituminous coal until it finally reaches the highest quality anthracite coal. As these transformations occur, the amount of water and other compounds in the coal decreases and the coal becomes more dense. Along with this comes a higher carbon concentration. The solid nature of coal makes it ideally suited for keeping in one place for electricity production, and this has been its overwhelming role in the energy game over the years. We have several ranks of coal. First and foremost, we have the lignite or brown coal. It is brown in color and is the lowest quality of coal. Its carbon content ranges from 65 till 70%. Followed by that, we have the sub-bituminous coal or black lignite. It is gray-black or dark brown coal. Its carbon content ranges from 70 till 76%. Bituminous coal is the second highest quality of coal. It has a carbon content of 76 till 86%. It is important to note that this is the most abundant type and one of the longest buried fossil fuels. And finally, we have the anthracite. It is a dark black form of coal and is the highest quality coal. It is very hard and has low moisture content. Its carbon content is nearly 95%. Oil or petroleum is a readily combustible fossil fuel that is composed mainly of carbon and hydrogen and is thus known as a hydrocarbon. The formation of oil takes a significant amount of time, with oil beginning to form millions of years ago as a result of the deposition of remains of animals and plants. With time, these remains are buried and covered by layers of silt and sand and keep getting buried deeper and deeper until it turns into oil and gas. Oil and petroleum are used in many domains. Oil is used in medicine, construction, transportation, etc., whereas petroleum is used for cooking, heating, electricity, and transportation as well. But they both have a negative impact on both the health and environment, especially air and water pollution and climate change. To put it in a nutshell, we have 3 types of fossil fuels: oil, coal, and natural gases, which we did not talk about in this video. It is important to differentiate between these 3 types since all of them play a huge yet different roles in our everyday lives. This is Hakeem. Get educated, combat corruption.